Softball, they play tonight at 5 p.m. That game will be on AM 1480 WLEA and WLEA.net. I'm Brian O'Neill.
The forecast being brought to you as a service of Stearns Poultry Farm Stores. When people in this area think chicken, they think Stearns. Stearns Poultry Farm Stores with 2 locations, Seneca Street, Hornell, and Route 244 in Alfred Station. The best chicken in these parts. Clouds throughout the day. There'll be a few showers. Temperatures are going to be somewhere between 80 and 85. Showers and maybe a thunderstorm for tonight. Lows 65 to 70. We're going to stay unsettled for tomorrow with lots of clouds, some showers, some storms. Highs 80 to 85. These showers and thunderstorms should start to wind down tomorrow night. Lows near 60. It'll become partly sunny on Saturday. High Saturday 70 to near 75. I'm meteorologist Rob Carolyn.
And this just in from Hornell Mayor John Buckley. Mayor Buckley sent an email out saying, a quick note on the high grass in the parks and throughout the city. The company that is milling and paving Main Street and Seneca Street moved up their timeline for completion by a full month. Buckley says that's good news, and he says to accommodate their accelerated schedule, the city had to deploy all available resources to make sure the manholes and water boxes are at the right height before the new surface is put in place. He said that meant that a lot of your Department of Public Works employees who would normally be mowing the grass had to be reassigned to the duty of the keeping the surfaces even there. So Buckley says as they finish up the prep work on the streets that are being repaved, they're going to turn their attention back to the high grass, and he thanks everybody for their patience. 35 minutes after 8 o'clock now, time for the Newsmaker Show.
Next on AM 1480 WLEA, the Newsmaker Show. Here's Brian O'Neill.
And here is Shawn Hogan. What do I call you now? For this morning show, are you Steuben County Democrat Chairman, Hornell IDA Consultant, and Treasurer?
Just call me whatever you like. No official titles. Just what do you
want to cover? You want to start with IDA stuff? You want to talk state national?
Well, we can do some IDA stuff. You know, the IDA has been very busy with as Alstom prepares to enter into full production of the high-speed rail train sets. And there's a lot going on as far as construction, capital improvements at Alstom. And in fact, they're building a new bridge over the Canisteo River to extend their test track, which necessitated in getting the Sunset, purchased and eventually torn down, because that'll be in the direct response to location of where the test track ends. Also, there's we've been working as an IDA. We've been working on the Upstate Rural Initiative. There was some monies in there that was allocated to the projects that would facilitate Alstom's growth in the community, and also for the establishment of a training center. We've been working on that. Also, the IDA has allowed me to be the team leader for the Downtown Revitalization Initiative, which we had a public information meeting a week ago. And what that is the state has a competition for every economic development region. And the state allocates $10 million to each region for one community to enhance and improve its downtown. In our region, in the southern tier, the winners so far have been Elmira, which certainly was greatly needed in Elmira. The second winner last year in the second round was Watkins Glen. And that's already a significant tourist attraction, but that was meant to enhance their viability long into the future. And now there's round 3, and we're going after it as the city of Hornell. We feel we had a competitive application last year, and we've just done a few things to enhance it. We have some committed partners. And just yesterday afternoon, I had a meeting with Skip Sullivan and Jim Griffin and Craig Clark and Jamie Johnson from the Steuben County IDA, and we're talking about establishing, if we are successful with the DRR, establishing a learning center in downtown Hornell, which would be run by the state Alfred State College, and it would be a wow factor project for our downtown, because it would be, we envision it as the center for continuing education, alternative education for the non-traditional student, evening and weekend schools. Also, a training center there for Alstom and other local industry, and it would be a major presence in our downtown. So we feel that would be an attraction for our downtown. It would utilize some unutilized or underutilized buildings. So that's one of the focuses of our downtown revitalization efforts. So we'll be working on. In fact, the application is due tomorrow. Heather Reynolds is the city planner who's been working diligently on this. The other team members are Rex Simpson, who was an architectural professor at Alfred State, recently retired, and Ashley Weekland, who is in the DPW engineering office, who's been helping us. So we feel we have the IDA has updated the Hornell promotional video to include some of the ongoing projects, such as Fairlawn Hills, which is the Reedman development, the residence at Hornell, which is the Bassett apartment complex, and highlighted some of the things, highlighted the brand new $64 million hospital and $21 million medical village, the doctor's offices in the town. So there is a significant amount of activity going on. Not counting Alstom's investment in their capital projects, but you talk about the investment in capital projects that has been taking place in Hornell or ongoing. You got a $9 or $10 million investment at Fairlawn. You got a $9 or $10 million invested at Bassett, the residence. You had within the last year, you had $9 million at Lincoln Gardens. You got a potential of 4 or 5 investment in Marion Roar, which is going to be created in other apartments. The Housing Authority just went through a $17 million upgrade. With other new construction taking place, the new credit union on Seneca Street, the corner of Seneca and Main, the old Steuben Trust Drive-In Bank with the First Heritage, which would be their 10th or 11th location in our region. That all shows signs of economic growth and prosperity locally. So there's a lot going on, and I've enjoyed working with the IDA and picking up some tips and being mentored by Jim Griffin, and being able to continue to work with the city on a number of projects and working with us. It's just been a great experience, and I'm a blessed. I'm being able to continue to work to assist our community, I should say, and it's all going to be for the better.
A lot of news there, a lot of interesting things. A couple of questions. One, you talked about a new bridge there. Where exactly would that be? And two, how's High Speed Rail Center coming?
Well, that's coming. The new bridge is right down there at the main at Plant 1, and it's to extend the test track to accommodate the high-speed train sets. They're right now they're driving pilings in order to complete that construction. Significant investment and a significant project by Alstom to meet the needs of the high-speed rail contract. But that high-speed rail contract is going to be here, and by 2023 it'll be completed. So what I find very